Well, folks, we are here with our new Barford Atom, and we're going to give this a little clean using what I think is one of the most friendly ways: compressed air. So let's blow some of this stuff off, and we'll probably do some checks and see if she'll start. Right, roll the credits. Welcome to the man cave. Let the games begin. So, here we are. We're going to blow off this atom and just see how well this sawdust comes off. Oh, look at that. Oh, with a little bit of compressed air. She seems to be coming off there all right. This is not a full clean, but it's just a little temporary clean. Oh, let's get that card clean, look. There we go. Look how that's blowing off there, look. Literally like new, look. Look at that. Look at that. All coming off. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Like I said before, I can't help thinking that this machine is probably going to be a runner. Couple of little checks I want to do. Just for belt and braces, I will just undo them 2 screws and just drop the carb bowl off, just make sure that's clean. Undo that petrol pipe. Silly little things like that, just to make sure there's no crud in the car. But then I think we're going to go for a start. There is some sawdust around here, mister. There is indeed. What the hell? Yeah, I think she does need a bit of a... pressure wash, guys. Yeah, she will need a bit of a pressure wash. Compressed air is not quite cutting the mustard totally. But it might just be enough to get us out of a muddle, so we can go for a start on it. I'll blow around that oil cap so I can check the oil. Throttle linkage free? I have no clue. What's going on here? That throttle. Let me have a look at it. Let me show you what I'm getting at. This throttle here, that's meant to fully open. It's touching. Look at that. I'm holding the camera as still as I can. That's touching on that petrol pipe, look. That petrol pipe ought to be cocked up a little, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? That ought to come up. I reckon if we crack him off, we can lift that petrol pipe up, because that throttle, that's all the movement that's got. Because that's literally hitting, yeah, it's hitting on that petrol pipe, and that petrol pipe is stiff as heck. Like, really stiff. Cool. So I think we need to slacken that and just cock that up a little. Right, let's get on and get some little bits done. Right, let's have a look and see if we can undo this banjo and move that petrol pipe up. Well, coming undone. Oh, look how much more travel is in that throttle. There's a lot more travel in that throttle now You know, somebody has put a too short a piece of fuel line on there at some point. But we need to move him upwards. You can't see, but I'm moving that up. And then I can nip this banjo back up. Oh, look at that. See all that movement in the throttle now? So much more movement. And there's even more. That one, I come up a little bit more. That's pulling that pipe off, look. What a swine. You know what that's done? I think that's broken the banjo. So I think we need to replace this fuel line. Yeah, we've broken that bloody banjo, look, because this petrol pipe is too stiff. That is cool. That is rigid. Right, I do have some new fuel line, I do believe. So I think we need to try and replace this fuel line. I shan't do that on... Oh, Jesus, that stuff is stiff. So I shan't do this on camera, because that's going to be a bit boring. Let me just put this back on. We have got a spare banjo. No, we haven't got a spare banjo, have we? I thought we had a spare banjo on that other Villiers engine. We haven't, have we? Right, what am I got to do for a banjo? I might have to wait for a new banjo. So I think we're going to need one for that to go on, because there ain't enough on there now for that to bite on. Fancy that snapping that damn banjo. Never mind. But you see the throttle, the travel that throttle has got now, look. Which it didn't have before, because that was pushed against that petrol pipe. So it didn't have only that much. Should have that much. So that definitely needed addressing. Right, let me have a think, and then we'll get back to it. Right, what I've done, guys, I've made a new fuel line back to the tank. I know this is not the correct fuel line because it's clear, but I think it'll do for now. I haven't got a new banjo, but I'm hoping there's got to be enough for that to grab on temporary, just so we can see if we can get this thing started today. So we're right out the way. See, we need to come sort of around there. That other fuel line was way too tight, that come in a straight line. It has been replaced at some point because there is a bolt missing out of one of the tank straps. So I'm guessing that's where the gent put a new fuel pipe on, and he put a bit on that was a bit too short. So we need to get that onto that little knoblet now, and that'll allow full travel on our throttle, and we should be alright. There we go. Say, this is not the right fuel line, I know. Oh, look, that fits. Look at that, it's gone right on there. Look at that. Do you know, I reckon that'll even hold fuel. If we're not dripping out of the tap. Which wouldn't surprise me. The tap don't feel too bad, but I have a sneaky feeling there is going to be a drip. Let's check our oil. God, God, for Jesus. That is tight. That is really tight. There we go. Let's have a look at our oil. I did blow around there with an airline. Look at that. I mean, it's black, but it's full. It is black, but it's full. So there we go. Tell you what, shall we do something I never normally do? Shall we just dump petrol in it, not touch the carb? Shall we just dump some petrol in it and see if it runs? Shall we? Do you know, I think we might as well do that. Just out of curiosity to see if it will run without doing anything to it. Apart from that petrol line. Now, you guys have seen enough of my videos to know I never, ever normally do this. Never. I normally always check something. Use a milk bottle, guys. It fits perfectly in the top of a Villiers tank as a funnel. I never normally do this sort of thing where it's just putting stuff in and hoping it runs. I expect fuel leaks. I do expect fuel leaks because these taps normally always leak. Well, so far we don't appear to have any leak. See how there's a bolt missing out there? Look at that fuel tap. Doesn't even appear to leak. Amazing. Is it getting fuel down to this end? Shall we crack this banjo off and just see? If we're gonna leak. See, I just want to make sure we're getting petrol up this end. Oh yes, petrol's now coming through. Look, there it is. Excellent. So that's got any air out of that pipe. Hang on, we need to cock that up a bit. There you go. That old pipe was restricting that throttle. We had hardly any play in that throttle. Now we got full leverage in there, look. So this has got to be something virtually unheard of for man cave. Oh, do I see a drip? It may well be the pipe will stop sweating. It may well be. Right, where are you? There you are. I'm even going to use the old guy's original bit of pull string. Now I'm going to call this Arthur, because the old gentleman, his name was Arthur, and we're going to call this Arthur the Atom, in tribute to the old guy that had it from new. If this runs, it's going to be a damn miracle, isn't it? But do you know, you just never know. Wow. That is unbelievable. We better see if this thing will actually move under its own steam. That is unreal. I just can't believe that has just started up first time. Oops. Now, what's happened there? Why did she just stop on us? Yeah, why did she just stop on us? I wonder. Yeah. Let me have a little fiddle and see if I can see why this just stopped on us. Have we still got fuel getting down to it? Let me just check we've still got fuel getting to this banjo. We have indeed. Right. Something told me the choke had vibrated itself back on. I may well be wrong, but that looked like that was in the on position then. Oh dear. We're not having none of it, are we? That was amazing how that went first time, wasn't it? And then it just died on us like, well, I don't know. Fuel starvation, do you reckon? Do you reckon we have got to just pop that carb off and give it a clean? That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, we have got absolutely nothing now, look. We have absolutely nothing. Nope. So we did run, and now we don't. It's a bit like it's lost its bloody spark. I wonder if that old spark plug is to blame, you know. Maybe that plug is breaking down when she get hot. I don't know. Anyhow, we're going to call this done for today's video because night is setting in. It's starting to get dark. I just wanted to give this a little blow off and see if we could get her running. She started first pull. Absolutely first. You just saw it. You just saw it yourself. I cannot believe it. But why did it die? That's something we need to investigate in the next video. Why did it die? Is it something to do with that spark plug? Could be. Could be losing its spark. Could be the condenser. Could be the coil, which means we'd have to have the flywheel and tin off. Could be a number of things. Or it could be there's a bit of crap in that carb which is blocking it up. So I run for a few seconds, pulled some crap up and stopped. There you go. That's something we can investigate in another video. But this is the short video of the new Atom. You've actually caught Man Cave gobsmacked that that thing started up first pull. That is unbelievable. Now we've just got to weigh up why it stopped. But yes, here it is. I'm over the moon with it. This is an early Atom. The later one, if you look at my other Atom I'm doing, what's going in the auto truck, that's got a reinforcing plate in here. Because our Barford found out the handles were a weak point. So they put a big gusset of solid steel right in here, down here. So this is an early Atom, because it hasn't got that gusset in the arms. But there we go. Lovely original Villiers throttle control. That is beautiful. That original Barford decal. Our clutch all works. Yes, I did have the blade off for the... I did have the belt off for the blade, because I did not want to fire this thing up with that bloody blade going. Not yet. But everything is free. Bearings sound good. Pulleys all sound good. I mean, I think this has been a looked after machine. With our finger attachment, which is offset. Looking in the paperwork, I found that these offset ones were actually a special order item. They weren't something that Barford actually sort of stocked. You had to physically order one of these offset ones. So when this go on, that'll be cutting to your right. Do you see what I mean? Normally, that main drive is in the middle. So you cut bang in front of your machine. This one, you're going to cut. Once that's on, you'll be cutting to the right hand side out here. But there we go. Something novel. And our plough, it is a proper plough as well. It's got all the adjustments on. My other plough Well, look at that. That's even free, look. Would you believe that? I hadn't even tried cranking this. It's even free. Oh, that's how you adjust your joystick, so you can raise or lower your plough into the ground. There we go. There we go, look. That is all free. And the plough actually looks in decent condition. Even the little disc turn, look. Look at that. Would you believe that disc even turns still? Unbelievable. There you go. So there's the plough we got for the Atom. That is a very different plough to the one I've got for the other Atom. But this is, you got to remember, this is an Atom 30. This is the heavier one. So it may have had a heavier plough than the Atom 15. I don't know. Don't shoot me. Some of you might be able to tell. This thing, which I thought was a homemade job, what someone's put in, it isn't. This is actually in the book. This is in the parts book. This round tube with the 2 squares, that's actually in the parts book as a trailer eye connection. So you can drop an eye through it. There we go. That's what that's for. Because I thought that was homemade. It isn't. It is in the book. I will take some still shots of the booklets and the paperwork that come with this. Turn that petrol off. And I'll drop them in the video somewhere about here. So you can just see the stills. If you want to read them, pause them. But I'll take some pictures, put in the video of all this stuff. You know, so you can see that that actually is a factory option. To put a trailer eye in, so if you want to put the Atom trailer on the back. There we go. It's a shame I didn't have an Atom trailer, isn't it? But our tyres are a lot better on here as well, which is good. They've actually got half wind in them, so they're not punctured. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very, very much for watching, and bye-bye for now. Ha-ha! Barford! Right, guys and guidettes, before I chop to the end of this video, I did finish the video and then I thought, no, I'm going to put another plug in here and just check. So all I've done is took that old Pink Lodge spark plug out, because I remember my Ruston Hornsby PB, I had a Pink Lodge plug in that, and that used to start first thing cold, run for about 30-40 seconds and stop. And I scratched and scratched my head. I tried 3 of them pink plugs in, did the same thing. Changed it for a Bosch D16. It worked and kept going. So ever since then I've been dubious of them pink plugs. So I have put a more modern plug in there. I thought, what is that? I don't know, B5HS. There we go. So we're going to try a B5HS in there. Just to eliminate that plug is not playing up. Ah, here's my end for it, look. This might not be the reason, guys. This might not be the reason why she weren't working. But we shall see, won't we? Let's put this back up in here. Now, I know this is remote and it probably ain't going to work, but it's worth a try. Let's just see if changing that pink spark plug is going to get her running. Oh, I doubt it. Oh, well, my string is all coming off now, look. Well, never trust the Lodge spark plug. Unless, of course, that's going to cut out again in 30 seconds. Wow, look at that. Sweet, isn't it? Right off. Let's see if this thing will move. Let's get you back here, look. and we'll see if there's going to be a job, because I've got the saw on the front. But we should be able to still see if that do anything. Let's have a look. Now, is she going to move under her own speed? Just needed another spark plug. Look at that. Kicks away. I shall have to go and get Mrs. Man Cave. Come and have a look. Let me turn her on. Now, poor Mrs. Man Cave is poorly. She's been poorly now for a fortnight, so please wish her all the best. She's got a terrible cough and she's lost her voice. And she hasn't been able to talk for coming on 8 days now. It was good for the first 2 days. Now I just wish she'd start talking again. But so wish Rachel a very speedy recovery, because she has done so much to support the channel. She's done so much to support me through rough times, through hard times. Over the past sort of 10.5 months, she has been my rock, and she's been there for me. So wish her all the best, and hopefully she will recover soon. But there we go. There is our Barford Atom with a drippy petrol tap. I'm tempted to put the blade on this thing. I'm tempted to hook that. Oh, shall we just do it? Shall we just hook that belt up round there and fire up with that saw? Oh, we got to do it, ain't we? We got to do it. Let me see if I can get this belt on here with one hand. So we come round this bottom, we come round this top, and then we come over the top of this idler, and then we pull this up. There we go. To tighten the belt. Well, don't that look Heath Robinson? There's no belt guards on there. Shall we start her up? Come on, let's get her started. I know you guys want to see this saw blade go round. We'll give it a lash, won't we? Right, where's my pull string? That's up here enough. That was in my pocket. There, oh dear. So shall we see what she's like with this blade on? I think that's a rum thing. That looked dangerous. Let's get some over there. We'll button her down. Listen how that runs. Absolutely fabulously, doesn't it? There's our belt arrangement. So when the engine's running, the blade. Once she's running, she's going. That looks mightily sketchy to me. I think someone got to be a brave person to get a stick or a log less resting on there and honking in. Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. You've seen it go with its saw blade. Now, don't that saw blade look a sketchy bloody thing? Health and safety was a rife. I do love all them tools. Yes, health and safety was a rife when they made this thing. No belt guards, all open. Look at that damn thing. No belt guards. Nothing on there to stop you twitching your hand into this thing. You imagine if this was tied up in its rest position and you just had that blade sticking out the front there. Because there is meant to be, I think, some sort of latch what actually hold this up so when you're not using it you can tie it to. But I don't quite know how that works. But there you go. Can you imagine that? Just spinning around and accidentally brushing against it. What the hell? You're not worth thinking about, is it? Bar 4! There we go. Excellent. Right. Well, this is definitely it. I am going. Like I say, wish Mrs. Man Cave all the best. And we will see you next time. And this is definitely it. Bye-bye for now. Aha!